Hello, good afternoon to you all viewers, and this is Dabo Jula Potente. We are here again with you and to continue from where we stopped on our daily lessons that we bring to you after recording them. Today our lessons are going to be Isola de Traffico, traffic islands, and Salvagente. Those are traffic boys. You found them on the roads. When I mean boy, B-U-O-Y. L'isola di traffico. But before I will continue, I will urge you again, once again, to like and share the video, to subscribe and share as much as you can to anybody who might be interested in doing it, apart from our friends that we know. So let's proceed. È una parte della carreggiata e quindi della strada evidenziata mediante zebrature oblique di colore bianco e delimitata da strisce bianche continue di raccordo. It is that part of the road that is marked and evidenced with white color, like let's say a zebra color, delimited with white continued lines. Okay, in this white continuous line, it could be in a form of a rectangle, triangle, in any form that, depending on the shape of the road, at the particular position where it is found. Okay, the shape is not definite, it is not fixed. It could be any form, any shape. Okay, but the most important thing, it will be embodied in a white continuous lanes. Serve a facilitare l'incanalamento dei veicoli verso varie direzioni. It helps to facilitate. Okay, to facilitate. When you talk about l'incanalamento, it means the movement or the direction, indicating directions to vehicles in different headings, in different directions. Può essere raso. When you say raso, leveled with the road, the same level. Whenever you found it on the same level with the roadside, it is usually marked, it is always marked with white lanes, like zebra color. Okay, it could be a raso or in rilievo. When you talk about rilievo, it means a lifted area, a rising area. Se è rialzato, if it is rising, è preceduta da zebrature oblique di colore bianco. Yes, bianco. Even if it is rising, it is usually next or on it, it is usually depicted these zebra line colors in white. Su di essa è vietato marciare o sostare. On it, it is forbidden to drive or to stop there. Il salvagente, when you say traffic boy, when you hear salvagente, you might think of a river or anywhere that is anything that has to do with water. But in this case, we are talking about salvagente, life-saving areas that you found on the road. So è una parte della strada, it is part of a road, rialzato, rising, destinata al riparo o alla sosta dei pedoni che attraversano la strada stessa. So it is designated, it is the part of the road rising, designated for pedestrians to stop there when crossing roads. In corrispondenza al Okay, normally it is usually found on next or on traffic pedestrian crossings, ok? O di fermate dei veicoli per trasporti pubblici o public vehicles. It is usually found next to traffic pedestrian crossings or next to where public transport vehicles are usually stopped. Facilita la salita e la discesa dei passeggeri da tram, filobus o autobus e può essere segnalato da colonnine luminose a luce gialla fissa. It is usually meant for people that are descending or ascending from traffic vehicles, public vehicles, and it could be used white, let's say yellow lights could be used for the illuminations to illuminate them with yellow lines for their visibility. So from here, let's take a brief look at this short video, and then we proceed on the answers that we might come across in our exam. Okay, from what we have seen, it is usually used to direct vehicles on which area on the roadside to be, and then to help direct you in one's direction, straight directions without interfering in other lanes. So from the videos we learned that you could not march on them, you could not drive on them. You need to be, this is why it is usually delimited with white continuous lanes. Whenever you see a white lane continued without dash, you should not cross them. Okay, so let's take a look at these answers that we might find during exam. L'isola di traffico serve a facilitare l'incanalamento dei veicoli verso varie direzioni. Traffic islands helps to direct vehicles in various directions. Is true. Vero. L'isola di traffico è delimitata da strisce bianche continue. It is delimited. Okay. The end lines are engulfed by white continued lanes. Those lanes, the meaning of white continuous lane are this: you should not cross that line when they are not dashed. Any line that is not dashed, you cannot cross it when you are driving. Okay, this is why it is delimited by continued lanes. L'isola di traffico può essere a raso o in livello. It could be leveled on the top with a zebra design lanes, or it could be lifted. Then it's true, because we've said it and we've seen it in the video. L'isola di traffico viene evidenziata mediante zebratura di colore bianca. It is evidenciated, okay, with zebra color, white color. True. L'isola di traffico, vero, l'isola di traffico è una parte della strada sulla quale è vietato il transito dei motocicli. It is that part of the road where motorcycles are forbidden to march on them. True. Not only motorcycles. Anything that you drive, you should not march on them. Let's say you should not drive on them. L'isola di traffico a raso è costituita da zebrature di colore bianco. Traffic islands that are on the same level, road level, are usually colored with white zebra color. L'isola di traffico se rialzata è preceduta da zebratura di colore bianco. If it is rising, it is usually next or on it colored in white zebra color. L'isola di traffico è una parte della strada sulla quale è vietato il transito dei veicoli. Traffic islands is that part of the road where vehicles are forbidden to march on, to transit on them. Il Salvagente, posto in corrispondenza di attraversamenti pedonali, serve anche al riparo o alla sosta dei pedoni che attraversano la strada. When we say traffic boys that are next to pedestrian crossings are used for let's say for the purpose of saving yourself or for the purpose of waiting. We could wait on them, stop on them and wait for people that are crossing roadside, traffic roads. That is true. Il Salvagente facilita la salita e la discesa dei passeggeri del tram, filobus o autobus. It helps facilitate the ascending or declining of passengers from public transport vehicles. It is true. Il Salvagente di Las può essere segnalato da colonnine luminose a luce gialla. It could be indicated, for example, in the night when it is dark, with lights, columns of lights in yellow color, fixed yellow color. So let's look at answers that are false that we could come across during our exams. L'isola di traffico serve a separare la carreggiata dalla banchina. It is usually used to separate a roadway with other components of the road that are used by pedestrians. It is not true. It is used for another thing, for a direction and to separate lanes. L'isola di traffico serve per il transito dei pedoni. Traffic islands are used for pedestrians to transit on them. False. L'isola di traffico è una piazzola di sosta per I veicoli. It is a portion that is used for stoppings, for vehicles to stop. It is not true. We said vehicles cannot transit, neither to stop on them. L'isola di traffico può essere percorsa solo dai taxi o dai autobus urbani. It could be the only vehicles that could travel on them are taxis and buses, urban buses. It is not true. Neither taxi nor vehicle can transit on them. L'isola di traffico è la parte della città con maggior traffico. When we say traffic island, is that part of the city with major traffics. It is the part of the road, not a city. So it is false. L'isola di traffico corrisponde in genere al centro storico della città. It is when you say traffic islands, corresponds usually, generally, to the city centers, historic cities and historic sites of one city. It is not true. It is not in correspondence with, it has nothing to do with historic centers in the cities. L'isola di Traffico è una piazzola per effettuare l'inversione di marcia. It is a place where one can make U-turns or any form of turns. It is not true. They are traffic isolants. They isolate 2 lanes, not for turnings. L'isola di Traffico è posta al di fuori della strada. It is mounted outside a road or the road, outside the roadside. No, it is usually in the center of the road. L'isola di Traffico serve per la fermata dei veicoli. It is used for vehicles to stop. False. L'isola di Traffico facilita la salita e la discesa dei passeggeri da tram, filobus e autobus. When you say traffic islands are used for passengers to decline or ascend from public transports, that is false. That one, only we use traffic boys for that. L'isola di Traffico è una zona destinata al parcheggio dei veicoli. When you say traffic islands, it is a zone designated for vehicle parkings. L'isola di Traffico è un'area pedonale urbana. It is usually a pedestrian zone, a zone where, an area where it is meant only for pedestrians in urban areas. This is false. L'isola di Traffico è una parte della strada sulla quale è consentito il transito dei ciclomotori. When we say traffic islands, it is that part of the road where motorcycles are allowed to march on them, to be driving on them. It is false. You cannot drive, no to stop on them. When we say traffic buoys, B-U-O-Y-S, these are areas that are lifted above the tar level, normally for pedestrians to stop or to wait public vehicles to be ascending or declining from them. So il salvagente serve a dividere i sensi di marcia in una strada a doppio senso di circolazione. This one says, when we say traffic boys, it is usually there to divide 2 roadways that are roads that have double ways, that are 2 ways. That is not true. They are used for stoppings, or they are next to let's say pedestrian crossings. Whenever there is this large roads, for example, you may find a traffic light on green light in traffic control areas. On green light, when you start crossing, it will turn to red before you complete the crossing. So these areas are usually in the midst of the road. You normally wait until the traffic turns green again, then you complete your crossing. This is what salvagentes are used for. So they are not used to divide a road into two driveways. Il salvagente serve a incanalare i veicoli in varie direzioni. It is usually used to direct vehicles in various directions. No, that is traffic islands. Okay, salvagentes are meant for people. Il salvagente è una persona preposta al primo soccorso. It is a person, when you say Salvagente, it is a person that works as first aid. Now, it is not a person. It is normally an area in the road, in the midst of the road, in the center of the road, or even at the side of the road, possibly, I don't know, where people will stop when they need to cross a road, or when they need to decline or ascend from traffic, let's say public vehicles. Il Salvagente è un itinerario ciclopedonale. It is an area where motorcycles and pedestrians could walk on. That is false. And thank you for now. We will leave you here with this short video. It is not that much, very short, but go through it and study hard until we meet again. And thank you all for the patience, let's say. And I will remind you again, once more, don't forget to like and share our videos, so that we will still have that motivation to continue on these lessons with you until when we will have that viewing time to be able to go live on YouTube, to be able to have an interaction with you. Thank you so again. Take care.